Do you know what tort law is? Well, today you can learn what it is and how it can help. Joining us today is the author of Alabama Tort Law, attorney Michael Roberts, and he is also a lawyer with Cusimano, Keener, Roberts, Knowles, and Rayleigh in Gadsden. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
It sounds like we have a lot to learn about tort law. Explain what it is, which will help us to understand your book.
Okay. Most civil cases, most civil lawsuits in court involve at least some category of tort law. Certainly most personal injury cases that we hear about or see in a courtroom. And some of the categories of tort law include things like negligence, such as car wrecks, tractor-trailer accidents, fraud or misrepresentation cases, products liability, which would include things like the Toyota unintended acceleration cases. Product liability law will help establish what Toyota's accountability is for that. Environmental claims, obviously the BP oil spill is certainly a notable example of that. Tort law will help establish what BP's responsibility is when it's all said and done.
Okay, and that's what you're writing about, not necessarily BP, but tell us about what's in the book, because you update the book, I understand, what, every year?
Correct.
Okay.
The project began in 1988 when we were approached by a legal reference book publisher and began the writing and research at that point. It started out with the first edition published in 1990, and then every year after that a supplemental publication to account for updates and changes in the law is published. And then about every 5 years I do a new edition or a new bound volume, and the current edition is this 4th edition, which is a 2-volume set.
Okay, and how do the volumes, the updated volumes, impact viewers, our viewers, folks at home?
Well, the way that Alabama tort law can impact people, of course, the average person may not really have much reason to think very deeply about Alabama tort law and what it does, but if he or she has the misfortune to be injured or harmed or done wrong, so to speak, by somebody else, then it becomes of critical importance in determining whether somebody's going to be held responsible for a wrong done to somebody else. Basically, tort law sets out the rules of engagement for the battlefield between the two sides in a case.
And definitely will be used in this BP oil spill. Now, we also want to mention that your books were mentioned or shown in Forbes magazine, is that right?
Our law firm was mentioned in Forbes magazine recently. Correct.
Well, please do come back and keep us up to date on any law type of issues that we should know about and stay on top of.
We'll certainly be glad to.
All right.
Certainly be glad to.
Thank you, Attorney Michael Roberts. Thank you so much. We'll be back with more of your top stories, plus another check on your forecast still ahead.